Monarchs home!
Simon, how are you? It is always an absolute pleasure to welcome you back to Fieldwood Park. How are you doing?
I'm doing well, thank you.
They are rubbish.
Substitution for Blackburn Rovers replaces number 16, Scott Wharton. It's number 18, Noah Barkande.
Crowd goes wild. Nice, man. Give a few V's.
Well, what an absolute sickening result after the win of the season against Leeds away. A man of the match performance from Ainsley Pears, and he has single-handedly cost us a point today. I don't think that can be denied. The first goal, you know, I would always say safety first there. Just head it out of play for the throw-in. You know, ultimately, they take the throw-in, they're not going to score. Instead, heads it back into play, and it gives the opportunity for Windhurst to score an absolute screamer. And it's not the first time he's done that this season. Take your mind back to Plymouth away, exact same situation, and he's clearly not learnt from his mistakes, unfortunately. And then the third one is just absolutely inexcusable. Mistakes happen, yeah, but to not even connect with the ball at all, when you've got all the time in the world to see that pass come into you, he had no pressure, and then also to not even attempt to claw the ball away from goal as it was trickling towards it. And I've even seen in the Instagram comments that apparently there's a law that Rule 12 or something like that I saw on the Instagram comment section of the clip, that after attempting to kick the ball, you can pick it up if you miss it or something along those lines. So if he was to have picked it up, we wouldn't even conceded an indirect free kick. So yeah, I mean, even if we were to have got an indirect free kick, ultimately it was much better than the absolute embarrassment that was that own goal. I was lost for words. My head was in my hands. And unfortunately, that puts us right back into the mix of things now in this relegation fight. I think we knew as a team, as a club, that we couldn't lose today. And I think the manager's selection reflected that, unfortunately. It's one thing going Ellen Road away against a team that's not lost at all season and setting up with 5 at the back. We executed a game plan perfectly. But it's another thing setting up like that at home against a poor Sheffield Wednesday side. We just didn't take the game to him at all. We had the ball so much in periods of the game where we were knocking it about, but you know, when you've only got 5, when you've got 5 defenders at the back, it's just you're not going to break teams down when they're sat in as they were. You know, it had to be a front three or a midfield three for definite. And Eustace taking Tronstad off for Buckley when I'm pretty sure that was at 2-1 or 3-1 was an absolute scandalous substitution. To not take one of the defenders off when we were trailing, and I'm pretty sure it was 3-1, and we needed to get back into the game. Yeah, just mind-boggling, to be honest with you. But fair play to Sheffield Wednesday. It is beyond me why we let them sell out that away end. You know, last season, Burnley at home was probably our biggest game of the season. We win that, we win that, we would have made playoffs. We draw that, we would have made playoffs. And we restricted them to only 1,200 fans or so. Whether it was a matter of being petty because that's the amount of fans we got at Turdmore, whatever. But, you know, we let Wednesday have the 12th man today. They were in full voice for large periods of the game, to be fair to them. Definitely not the worst fans to come to Ewood, that's for sure. And yeah, I mean, I know obviously as a club we are financially obviously in such a bad way, but you know, if this club goes down, it's going to be in a much worse position, that's for sure. And it's looking like a league next year, League One, that I genuinely don't think we would get back out of at the first attempt. I really don't. What's a scary thought for the financial future of this club? But we have a week now to. Well, we have 6 days to get on the training pitch and make amends. Thankfully, Coventry obviously playing in the FA Cup this weekend means that they do play midweek against Hull, and then we will be facing them on Saturday. So we've got, 6 days to prepare. They've only got the 3 or so. And obviously they've got an extra game in that time. So you would hope that could maybe prove the difference to make it a really compelling game, and hopefully give us the edge that we need. The Coventry away early in the season was another one that we probably shouldn't have lost, but we somehow managed to. So we'll just have to see, won't we? They're a team that's still going for playoffs. So obviously they've got everything to play for, as do we. So it's not going to be a gimme by any means. It would have been nice to have had a team that's comfortably mid-table, but it seems we're going to have to do things the hard way. And yeah, if we don't get at least a point against Coventry, it then looks really worrying going into that final game against Leicester, going to the King Power. If Leicester need to win that game, it's going to be a very tall order to go there and try and do them over in the backyard when they've got everything to play for to get back to the promised land. So yeah, I guess time will tell. Hopefully it doesn't get to that. Hopefully the next game can be a win that sees us safe. If results go our way, I think if we did win the next game, I think it would be enough. But yeah, as the manager has said, it's all in our hands now, to be fair. We control our destiny. We can go out there and win and keep us up. And it's just a good job we beat Leeds in it, else we'd be right in it right now. 1-0 snatch and grab, but you create your own luck and whatnot. So, yeah, on to Coventry. Now, the next biggest game in the season. And then hopefully Leicester can just be a bit of a chilled away day for us fans who are, including myself, going to be travelling down there to the King Power. But yeah, cheers for watching, guys. Hopefully, I didn't get too many clips, to be honest, but weren't really much from a Rovers perspective to really film, to be honest with you. So yeah.